If you recall in the last segment, in order to connect between the WordPress Docker and the MySQL Docker, we had to input in the exact IP address of my MySQL container. In fact, using containerization, one of the advantages is that we don't need to manually update the IP address. We can in fact use the name of the container and access the container just purely by the name of the container using network address translation, or NAT, as you have learned before. But I've chosen not to do that in that segment because we were using the default network settings. When you are using the default network settings for Docker, which is called the bridge, it does not come with network address translation. If you want to use the network address translation, you need to create your own network, and this will be the focus of the segment today. Okay, so to start, let us go to the PowerShell and notice that we can do a Docker container ls. We have two containers that we created the last time. Right now I'm going to remove both of them. Do you still remember the command to remove them? It is Docker container remove, and I'm going to force it to do temp WordPress. This removes the WordPress container, and I can do a Docker container rm -f 8945, and this removes the other container. So I can always specify either by the name of the container, which I did over here, or I can do it by the container ID, which I did over here. And notice once again I do not need to specify the entire container ID. I only need to specify the first part of the container ID. And so let's clear the screen. Let us do the Docker container run, and I'm going to run the MySQL server right now. So I'm going to do a name equals to temp mysql, and I need to, what else do I need to do? I need to do the environmental mysql root password equals to 12345, and I'm going to, oh wait, before that I just remembered, I need to first create the network first. So shall we do this? Never mind. Okay, so Docker container Docker network ls. So notice here I have 4 networks already, and this is the network that I have been using. But in order to start from scratch, network remove -temp network. Okay, Docker network ls. So this will be the 3 default networks that you always have. And right now what we're going to do is we want to first create our own custom network. So Docker network, what's the command? Create, and let's see what's the command. Forgot once in a create Docker network create temp network. Yep. And now let's look at this network ls. Now the temp network is created once again. So we now go to Docker container run -name equals to temp mysql -network equals to temp network -e mysql root password equals 1 2 3 4 5. I want to run it as a detach, and I want to run my SQL 5.7. Yep, and we are there. And the next thing we do is we want to do docker container run name of equals to temp wordpress network equals to temp of network. And what do I need to do? I think that's about it. I need to detect. Oh, I need to expose the port -p8080/80 and detach it. I want to run WordPress. That is all. Let's check. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay. And so right now I can go over to the localhost. I can go here, and right now I go to root 1 2 3 4 5. So this was the part that we were talking about. Initially we used the IP address of 172. So let's go to docker container inspect temp mysql. So initially we use the IP address, but as you can see, the IP addresses may change as like what we have today. But so instead of doing the IP address, we can do temp of mysql 3306, and I can do a submit. And as you can see now, we are able to connect to the database. Username and password is correct, but we could not select the WordPress database. So once again, we could not connect here because we did not create the database over at mysql. But at least this shows that we are able to go into the connect into the mysql database container, and all we need to do is we can just create the database here, and we will be able to get into the WordPress so-called interface already. For the sake of completeness, let's just create the database so that we are all on the same page. So docker exec -it temp of mysql -u root -p 1 2 3 4 5, and what's the command? Create database WordPress. Okay, so let's just go back here again. 1 2 3 4 5. Yep, and now we are done. Okay.